Coach Michael Offertstig, you have the great fortune that so many coaches desire of having a very positive reputation that precedes you coming into a big event like Summer Nationals. Coach, what things are you looking for in recruits during your time here?
Yeah, so far it's been a great Summer Nationals. I believe I've been here for 5 or 6 days. The NCAA gave us a waiver where we can speak to rising seniors even before the July 1st deadline. And I had the opportunity to meet with a few individuals, and then there was just so many requests that this year we rented some conference space, and we had some information sessions, hour information sessions to allow student athletes and their parents to come, giving an overview of what Columbia is about. Not necessarily Columbia is the right fit for them, but just really this is the way it is. This is what our program's like. Bringing them through the recruiting process and enabling people to ask any questions that they have. And why I'm here, I'm always looking around, whether you're a rising senior or a rising junior or even some freshman and sophomore, I'm allowed to look. I'm allowed to look. And if I see something, I jot it down. Also, I take this time to speak with a lot of coaches. Hey, who's coming up? And all the coaches, club coaches and myself, we have very good relationships. So they put some people on my radar, and and at the same time, it's not just the fencing, it's how they're reacting to calls. What are they doing after they lose? How are these athletes responding? So looking at a lot of different things.
And with that, a big thing that might surprise a lot of fencers is the fact that you're looking at some of those not off the strip things, but really the behaviors, how they handle themselves, how they stay composed. How critical is that to you as a coach in the NCAA, trying to develop kind of life, champions of life or lifetime champions?
Sure. And once again, most of these student athletes we're looking at, they're 16, 17 years old. There's always room for growth, but people get upset. But ultimately, once they're in our program, we're looking to definitely develop some great life qualities. Some different ways of overcoming adversity. And handling it in the right ways, which you can translate to life. Right? It's not just in fencing, but whatever happens in life.
And much like clubs, much like even educational schools, within a sports program, there are certain disciplines, certain philosophies. How would you describe Columbia University fencing's philosophy, developing the athletes and developing the students?
Yeah, so our main philosophy is once you come to Columbia is, we want to help you become the best fencer you can be. We're the fencing team, that's what we're trying to do. And then it's become the best teammate you can be, because being in college fencing, it's really are part of a team. Instead of club teams, but then you're fencing your own clubmate in a direct elimination. Someone wins, someone loses, where when you're part of a college program, you really are part of a team and you're not fencing against each other.
And when you are, it's still for,
Exactly.
I guess you're not, actually.
Yeah, and so you just fence each other once. You fence the teammates at the NCAAs, and that's it. And then, the last thing is help you become the best person you can be. So, best fencer you can be, best teammate you can be, best person you can be. And, I like to kind of summarize the culture in the last 5 years of what Columbia is today. Is we really are, we're a family. It really is a family. There's a lot of support there, and we have a lot of fun, and we win. And those three combinations is really a great experience for 4 years for somebody's life at college.
For other coaches, and maybe this is the secret recipe you don't want to disclose, but what are specific examples or techniques that you implement within your program to help you achieve those goals of shaping these young student athletes into these life champions?
Yeah, well, a lot of it comes to the mental side, and we do work with a sports psychiatrist. We do a lot of different bonding activities, a lot of communication activities. We do a lot of different things where our athletes know what someone wants to hear. Do you want a high five when you lose? Or do you want a fist bump? If someone wants a fist bump, I'm giving them a fist bump, right? And then it's really just treating your athletes like champions, but in return, they're going to be training like champions. They're going to be acting like champions. I always say, what type of shoe do you like to use? And maybe some people like to use the Nike Balestra, some people like to use Adidas, some like to use some cross trainer. Whatever you want, you get, right? No excuse. Just because the whole team has to use a Nike, you don't like it, I don't want that to be an excuse of why you're losing. You know, so we get them what they need, and then in response, it's like, you know, they're all in. And I think it's great. And you know, one more thing to say is, you know, I really feel that the people on our team, you know, they love the sport. That's definitely the right fit. You know, you gotta love the sport. And they love it so much that our captains installed a late policy. And you know, sometimes there's clubs or teams, you late, you run laps, or you do push-ups, or you do burpees, or something like that. Our late policy is, if you're late, you don't fence. And that's the biggest punishment, you know, for the people on our team.
That's definitely a testament to the team and the culture that you've developed there. Well, Coach, clearly paying big dividends for you, yielding rings and a lot of other hardware coming along with it. Congrats once again, Coach.
Thank you.
Happy recruiting.
Thank you.